Have set hours for Barnes & Noble? I mean, did you work a pretty regular type shift?
Sort of. It would be one of two. I'd either do an opening shift and then come home in the mid to late afternoon, or I would do a closing shift and come home, I guess, around 8 or 9.
So if you'd come home from mid to late afternoon, around about what time would that have been?
2 to 3-ish.
Okay. And did that pretty regularly? Okay. Was there ever a time when you were at work that you get a call from Jen or Corey or anything saying, hey, we've got an issue at home, anything like that?
Nothing like that. No.
Nothing that you recall?
I don't think I ever had emergency calls like that, no.
Okay. Did you call off work a lot?
There were a couple of times when I did, when I just felt too emotionally drained, and I just needed a day to myself. I tried not to do that too often, because I know it puts pressure on my boss.
Sure.
But I can think of a couple of times when I woke up and just the gravity of the situation hit me, and I called in and said, I just can't do it today.
Okay. So I'm going to go back to when you said that Emma or Ryan was kind of pleading with you to give him one last chance, and you said Corey wasn't home at the time, but it was just you and Jen. How did that go after, I guess, Corey got back home?
I'm trying. If I remember correctly, I think Corey came back after Ryan had already left. I don't remember where he was, but I do remember that he came back, asked where Ryan was, and if he had left. And I said yes, and then that was the end of the conversation.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure Corey was gone during most of that.
Okay. I forget anything right now?
I'm Rick again. So when you said you had this conversation with Ryan about him leaving, and Corey was not present, you said it was a private conversation, right? How long, like, after that did he take off? Like, was it that evening?
Oh no, I think it was at least a day.
A day? Okay.
From what I remember, Corey, I guess, gave him the ultimatum, or the conversation that he had to leave, and then that happened at some point without me knowing, and then Corey left, and then I guess it was that either that same day or a couple days after was when I had that conversation with Brian.
So Corey had a conversation prior to your conversation with Ryan? Okay. So Ryan already knew it was kind of coming? Okay.
And that was part of the pleading and the upset that he had.
Now, did you, in the process of this...
The abandoned car stands as an unusual reminder. Someone suddenly left the keys. The car was towed back, then disappeared. This ambiguity, like a scratch in time, raises the question, did they leave willingly or under force?
Did you have communication with Corey saying, hey, this is what he's saying, or so you didn't relay any of this to Corey?
I may have tried to text him, but I don't think I got a response back.
Okay. So tell me about the day, what you can recall about when Ryan left. You said that he met up with somebody. So try and go into a little bit more detail about that. Just was it in the morning, afternoon, evening?
It was the late afternoon, early evening, because I remember Jen and I were in the kitchen having coffee or wine or something. We were sitting at the kitchen table, and Ryan came downstairs with his bag and sat at the table with us for a little bit. We didn't really talk. We kind of awkwardly had chit-chat. And then a car pulled up in front of the apartment. And then he said goodbye and left without any fuss. I don't know. I think it was a man driving the vehicle.
So you looked outside?
Yeah, to see what it was.
Tell me more about the car.
That's a part that I can't remember. I know it was might have been green, maybe. But like I said, I can't.
Sure.
I don't know what the make was.
Okay.
It was a 4-door green vehicle.
And when did you realize, how long after that did you realize that that Ryan's car was still parked there?
I guess I didn't really think about it until the next day when it was still there.
Is that when you drove it?
Mm-hmm.
The next day?
Or the day after, something like that.
Okay. So you said to Megan here that Ryan never came back and got his car.
Right.
Okay. How do you know that?
I guess I mean, when the car disappeared, he might have come back to get it, but I never witnessed him come back to get the car.
I see. Okay. I'm going to go back a little bit, okay? So you move into this apartment in Columbus, the one we're talking about, where Ryan moved in. So when you moved in there, was it you, Corey, and Jennifer?
No, it was just Corey and I.
Okay. When does Jennifer come into the picture?
Shortly after, I guess I shouldn't say shortly, but sometime after Brian did. She was kind of my coping mechanism for the whole relationship fiasco.
Okay, so it's you and Corey. Ryan comes into the picture, and then Jennifer comes into the picture. So tell me about your relationship with Jennifer. How did it begin? Where did you meet her?
We actually met on
The relationship between Jennifer and Ryan turns cold. Sarah acts as a weary mediator. Ryan's pleas echo through the tense atmosphere, exposing the seeds of conflict they tried to avoid but could no longer deny.
Craigslist
Okay.
as just movie buddies.
Okay.
So it started out as just a friendship, and it stayed more as a friendship but became more intimate. So she kind of became my support during that time.
When did it start to evolve into more of a intimate relationship?
Probably around the time that Corey started staying out more, participating in his groups.
So, can you give any type of time frame? So let me. This may be easier for you. When did you move into that apartment in Columbus? The last one you were at, when Ryan lived with you.
I think it was somewhere between December to February of maybe 2014. 15?
So maybe December 14 to February.
I do remember that it was after Christmas, or
Okay.
it might have been after Christmas. It was cold.
Were you there over a year?
Yes.
Okay. And then do you remember at what time frame during this period that Ryan comes into the picture?
maybe March or April. I know it was starting to turn into spring, so somewhere in that range.
Okay, and you said Jennifer. I'm going to refer to her as Jennifer. Was it something different at the time? She had you referred to her as some Naira or
Naira.
Naira. I'm sorry. So you said that she didn't want anything to do with Ryan and did not like him. So what conversations would you have with Jennifer about Ryan?
Well, I know that she did not like the circumstances with which he came to stay, and she didn't really like him as a person.
When you said she didn't like the circumstances when he came, but she came afterward.
I've told her about it, and she was there to witness the fallout of the whole reason that he came.
Tell me about the fallout.
I didn't really like being around Corey anymore. I kind of limited our conversations to, it's like, when do you need me to drop you off? What time should I pick you up? Just basic things like that, nothing personal. And I was very, very depressed and anxious because of it.
Okay. So the a day or two after Ryan leaves, you take his car, and you said you had no problem starting it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was it parked in the parking lot?
Mm-hmm.
And you said it had license plates on it, otherwise you wouldn't be driving it, right?
Right.
Okay. And you drove it to the gas station because it needed gas,
Mm-hmm.
and then you couldn't get it started.
Right.
Okay. So then you got a tow truck,
Mm-hmm.
and it dropped it off on the side street. Tell me a little bit about that. Why you had a car of your own,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you said that you thought it would be fun to drive somebody else's car.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how long after that did you realize it was gone?
Everyday routines, shopping, shared meals, hurried bags appear peaceful on the surface but signal separation. Ryan stands alone, trying to manage by himself, while the growing distance deepens into unease.
I think it took me a few days because I don't really look over
Mm-hmm.
at that area.
But you don't believe Ryan came back and got it, or you didn't know?
I honestly don't know.
Because you said earlier that you didn't believe, you said Ryan didn't come back to get his car.
I don't
Okay.
think the only way that he could have come back to get the car is if he did it when I was gone and then Corey was there so he could get his keys.
Now, that's another question. To explain the key ring to me. So you find it odd that Ryan now is leaving for good,
Mm-hmm.
right? He's leaving for good, and he would leave his car keys behind?
That's why I thought he was going to come back for the car, because I did think it was a little weird.
What'd Corey say about it?
I can't remember. Something to the effect of good riddance, I think.
So
Once Ryan left, he was kind of out of Corey's head, so we didn't really talk about it afterwards.
you mentioned if he came back, he would have had to come maybe when Corey was home or something to get the keys.
Or
So
possibly
you brought
when-
you brought the keys back in with you then after the tow
Mhm.
truck parked it. Okay. Put them on like the kitchen counter or something.
Probably, or the.
I didn't know if you had a certain spot that you always kept. I know I
I
always put
usually
them.
just put them on the table.
Okay. 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 And Corey didn't question anything after he got home and Ryan was gone. I mean, he, like you said, kind of just cleared him from his mind and moved on.
I mean, he may have had questions, but he wouldn't really talk to them or talk to me about them anymore. And like I said, at that point, it was more of a business relationship with him.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever talk to Corey about, hey, he left his car here and I have the car keys? That never came up?
You drove Ryan's car. Had he ever driven your car or ridden in your car or anything like that?
He had ridden in the car to go to like the grocery or something.
Okay. Like front seat, back seat, something like that?
Back seat, probably.
Okay.
Who would do the grocery shopping?
Typically me.
Would everybody pack up in the car and go, or would it just be you alone, or you and Jennifer, or?
A bit of both. If everybody needed something, everybody would go. If we just needed a few things, I would write them down and go myself.
Would Ryan ever chip in?
I remember he was responsible for paying for his own food. So if he needed food, it would be one of the days when everybody would go.
I see. Would he regularly buy food?
Yeah, I guess semi-regularly, maybe.
Like what would he?
Once a week.
The missing car disrupts memory. No one saw Ryan return to get it, and the keys were kept in the house. A flood of questions arises. Who took it? When did it happen? And why did no one notice?
What would he buy?
Crackers, ramen.
Would he cook a lot?
No, he never cooked.
Never cooked?
I know that Corey would sometimes make communal meals for everybody.
I get it.
If Ryan did any cooking, it was usually just for himself. He never did anything for everyone.
I see. So would he go to the store by himself, or would you go with him, or would him and Corey go, or?
Possibly. I mean, he had his car, so he would leave on his own sometimes.
But for the most part, what would you say? He goes and gets his own stuff? For the most part?
That was part of the agreement that, I mean, it wasn't a charity. He would need to take care of himself.
Right.
And
you said the stipulation was that he can come live here, but within 3 months he has to find a place of his own, right? Mm-hmm. Was he chipping in on rent?
Yes.
Okay. Was Jennifer chipping in on rent?
Yes.
Did she work?
No.
Okay. She just had money?
Yeah, she had savings and...
I see.
She wasn't technically living at the residence because she did have her own. She stayed with her sister and some friends, but she liked staying with me because it was a little quieter.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Did you ever meet Jennifer's family? No. Is she from?
I've met her mother and sister.
Where are they from?
Massachusetts.
Okay. Okay.
But I never met.
Did your mom ever come visit the apartment?
At least once, I think, for Thanksgiving.
How many times would you say you'd go visit your mom while you lived in that apartment?
Probably at least twice, usually once during the summer and then for Christmas.
Okay. Nothing in between?
Not usually, no.
Okay. Do you ever remember Ryan getting hurt somehow, like in the kitchen or something, where he cut himself or anything like that would have in the apartment?
No.
How about you or Corey or Jen? I mean, was there ever any type of accident?
There's never any kind of violence, no.
Not violence. I'm talking accidents. Like, do you ever remember an incident where somebody may have cut themselves and had to wrap it up and?
Not that I can recall. The only kinds of accidents I can think of was, I know one time he accidentally shut the fridge door on the, we had iced tea, and shut the door on the nozzle so that the whole thing came out. But nothing that I can recall that would leave any kind of physical mark.
Okay. Would he, Ryan, would he ever give you his debit card and say, pick me up something?
No.
Never? Okay. So you never used his debit card?
Would he ever give it to Corey or Jen or anything if he didn't want to run out?
Not that I know.
Nothing like that.
Yeah, not that I can recall.
Okay.
Would he ever ask to...
Digital traces are murky. An old laptop, private accounts, a phone out of sync turning evidence into chaos. In the digital age, limited access to data creates loopholes that hide the truth and prolong the mystery.
ask to use, like, your phone or anything?
Not my phone, no.
Okay, but you mentioned Corey maybe gave him a laptop to borrow
we
or
had
something?
an old laptop that I think that was his primary form of communication.
Okay.
With his friends,
Mhm.
family.
So, I guess going along with that, you had your own devices, Corey had his. Did Jen bring along her own type of devices, her phone, computer, that kind of stuff?
She had a phone and a computer.
Okay. And she had her own accounts.
Mm-hmm.
Would Corey have access to any of your accounts, your Google, your Facebook,
We had a shared bank account, but I had that changed.
Okay.
Other than that, we had our own separate accounts for things.
Okay. The email, that kind of stuff.
Separate.
Okay. And they wouldn't access it or anything like that? Okay. Okay.
You want to go out for a sec?
Yeah.
You give us a minute.
Do you have plenty of water? Do you need a refill?
Yeah.
If I could get a
I
refill.
sure will. I can do that. Be right back with it, okay?
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Hey, there's some more water. Sarah, I don't know if you know this or not, probably not, but you're talking to Jennifer right now, talking to your mom, and also talking to Corey in Columbus.
No, he was
Okay.
here.
He's not here, he's in Columbus.
Oh, okay.
So, and there's major inconsistencies about this with your involvement with Ryan, and you know Ryan is now deceased.
He is?
He's been murdered, and so we have Corey is talking to the Columbus police detectives right now. We just get off the phone with them, so we need to know. I need to know, like, really what happened here. I mean, this is a bad situation. We really need to know what happened. With the car, we have DNA evidence. We're able to track down your car, the one that you used to own, the time of this incident. We were able to track down the current owner, and we're able to examine it. So we have something happened in that apartment over this weekend that we're talking about, which is the weekend that you recall, the weekend that you dropped Corey off with that girl in Columbus. Do you remember that?
I remember it was a weekend.
Yeah, it was a weekend. And so we have major problem here, okay? And something terrible happened, and we just need to know how it happened. It's not necessarily, it could have been something that just happened, but there's only a few people who know the truth. Corey's talking and gave us a bunch of details. It's not fair to me to go into those details with you, what he's telling me, because it's only fair that I hear from you. Okay? So you're going to have to tell me.
As evidence emerges, the investigation zeroes in on conflicting testimonies. Pressure mounts, and the confrontation transforms into a tense interrogation. They demand the truth, and in the silence, suspicion hardens into accusation.
Your version of this, and to see if it matches up with the evidence we have, because something is terribly wrong here. So please, just all I do is ask you is please just tell me the truth. What terribly wrong?
I mean, I
Sarah,
said what
Sarah,
I did.
what went wrong? Something went wrong. What happened? Did he try to hurt himself? What? Tell me what happened. Something happened and somebody panicked. So please just tell me the truth. What happened? Corey's given a whole nother version of what you just said. Please tell me the truth.
I'm not comfortable talking about
Well,
this. I mean,
we have a
from what I
young.
can remember,
Was it an accident?
Yeah,
I don't know what was an accident.
with Ryan.
I didn't even know that he was dead.
Sarah, come on.
Is
Sarah,
there
please.
someone that I can talk to?
Well, you can talk to us. I just want the truth. I don't think that's.
We don't think this was a planned thing. Okay, we think something just went terribly wrong. Okay, maybe got a little out of hand. And it happened. Okay?
I mean, Sarah, you have been arrested for a reason.
I thought I was arrested for theft.
No, that's not true. I don't know who said that, but that's not true.
That's what the policeman said.
Yeah, well, they're from another state. They're helping us because you folks live here now. We're obviously from Ohio. I'm with the state police, basically. And all I'm asking of you, and you seem like you're a very intelligent person, I just want the truth, though. And these things are not adding up. And I don't want to see you, like, everybody pointing at you. Not everybody, but a particular person is pointing at you, basically not wanting anything to do with it, saying it was somebody else. And again, I'm not really, it would be not ethical of me to tell you what Corey's saying, but I need to know what happened that over that weekend with him.
We always know there's two sides to every story.
Always.
So this is your opportunity to give your side, okay? Now's your chance to
Just the truth.
start from the beginning.
I don't want to say anything.
Why wouldn't you wanna tell us the truth?
Was this all you?
I've said what I know.
But Sarah, that's not all you know. And we know that now. That's what we were out there doing. We planned this so that we could talk to everybody at the same time.
We even
Yes.
have some people in North Carolina right now talking to the young lady that Corey met. Okay, we have a lot of information.
Is there a lawyer I can talk to that was on my rights, right?
Well, that's your decision. We don't advise on that. But all we're asking is for the truth.
I don't know what to say.
The truth, maybe?
I've said what I remember.
And you're telling me that's the truth.
That's what I remember.
This is going to be your only time to talk to me and Megan. After this, we're not allowed to help. So
And what happens to me after this?
you're going to be booked in the local county jail here. I mean, we wouldn't be doing this if we didn't have physical evidence. That's why I was giving you an opportunity.
Am I able to hear what all of my options are?
What do you mean by that?
I just don't. I don't know what to. I don't know what's gonna happen to me. What's up with this?
Well, No. Okay. All right, Sarah. Thank you. Hey, Sarah. I think I owe you this.
Photos from the phone, Google accounts, they appear coldly on the table. Not just data, but puzzle pieces pointing straight to the secret Sarah tried to hide.
Where are the photographs? There's your, look familiar?
What's in that car?
Just trying to get an explanation. But anyways,
So
Megan here has
I
something she
just
wants to
have
show
something
you.
I want you to take a look at, okay? And read over, and we'll get your thoughts on that. This is from your Google account. Okay, these are your searches on your Google account that you said you only had access to. So flip through these pages.
Yeah, look through them for
and
us.
take a gander at that. So we know there's two sides to every story. Right? I mean, do you believe that also?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So do you want us to only have the other few sides, or do you want to tell us your side? Okay. Sarah, look at me. I think you want to tell us the truth. Look at me. You're the type of person I think that you are an honest person. Are you not?
I try to be.
Okay. We're just asking for the truth. And if was this something that was planned? That happened? Or was this just, oh my gosh, holy cow, this happened and now this is where we're at? Is this, you didn't plan this. Look at me, is that correct? Just tell me what happened. I just want to hear it from you. I don't want to just have everything from everybody else.
What's gonna happen to my family?
Well, we'll talk to your family, okay? And you'll get to talk to your family, okay? We can work through this. One thing at a time. This is the first step. Okay, look at me.
I'm scared.
Okay, I understand you're scared. Okay?
All I've ever gotten was a speeding ticket. And
You're an honest person. Okay, I don't think you're a bad person at all.
Sarah, let us help you. Just tell us.
I don't want to go to jail
Okay,
or
well,
anything.
okay, and I'm just being honest here. That's just a step in the process. That doesn't mean you're gonna stay there. Okay, you're gonna have a court date, that kind of stuff, okay? We just need to hear it from you. And we can pass along. We can't make any promises, just like we read earlier. We can't make any promises, nothing like that. But we can pass your cooperation along. Okay?
Under immense pressure, Sarah breaks down, confessing to her fatal act. A moment of rage turned into an irreversible crime, opening a tragedy with no escape.
Look at me. Go ahead and start from the beginning, okay?
It was an accident.
Okay. It was an accident. Accidents happen every day. So what happened? And I'm a little hard of hearing, so I'm sorry.
I was angry.
Okay, I get angry too.
And I knocked him down when he came out of the bathroom. And I choked him. And then I didn't know what to do. I've never done anything like that. And I got scared. I didn't know what to do.
You were scared.
I realized I ruined my life.
So what do you, I guess, tell me more about you knocked him down.
He was coming out of the bathroom and I came up behind him. And I put him in a chokehold and knocked him down.
Did he pass out? Were there words exchanged?
He passed out.
Okay. So,
And I didn't let go.
mm-hmm.
And then it was too late.
Tell me more about too late.
He stopped moving.
Could you tell if he stopped breathing?
He started turning white. And I couldn't go near him.
Because you were scared. Who was all home at the time?
Just Jen.
Jen and you and Ryan? Okay, where was Jen at the time?
She was downstairs.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
She was downstairs.
She was downstairs? Okay. What was she doing, or did she hear the
She
scuffle?
heard a commotion.
Okay.
Came up. And she helped calm me down. And then we had to figure out what to do.
And you just spoke about that, or I guess what was decided? Obviously we know what happened, okay? You're not telling us something we don't know. And I get it's probably hard to talk about. Okay, but these are the details that we need to hear from you, that way it's not from somebody else.
I had to figure out how to get rid of it.
Mm-hmm. So what happened?
Disturbing details emerge. The bathroom becomes the crime scene, where the victim's body was dismembered. Each statement drags the audience deeper into the darkness of the crime.
And we cut it up.
We being you and Jen? Was this when Corey was away at the hotel? Okay. So where did you cut him up at?
Bathtub.
The bathtub? What did you use?
Some kind of salt.
Where did that come from?
I found it in the shed.
So you each have your own shed there? Okay. Who did the cutting?
Mostly me.
Okay. And what was Jen doing?
Taking care of other stuff like clothes.
Ryan's belongings? Okay. What was she doing with his clothes?
In bags.
Okay. And placing them somewhere, or?
for us to get rid of later.
Okay. So you were cutting him up. This probably made things obviously uncomfortable, but when you were cutting him up, where did you put like the limbs and things?
Bags.
Kind of like the ones we showed you? The blue tape. Did you see that blue tape? Would that have been your tape at home, or did you guys go buy that?
I actually don't recognize the tape.
You don't recognize the tape? Okay. What color bags, I guess, did you put him in? Did he fit in a couple bags, or have to do...
I know there were a lot of bags.
Okay. And where did you cut him at? And again, this is all stuff I already know. Okay, I just need to hear it straight from you.
The joints.
The joints? Can you point to the, I guess what you mean by joints?
The elbows.
The elbows.
The wrists, ankles,
Mm-hmm.
knees.
And then up here?
Mm-hmm.
And the neck, okay. So, you get him all cut up. Does Jen help cut him up?
Not really. She wasn't feeling well. She got kind of sick.
Okay.
So I took over most of it.
But did she help a little bit at the beginning? Okay.
We were both really scared.
Well, sure. So, you got him cut up, then what happens?
We have to figure out where to put everything.
So where did you say you put his belongings? Where did those go? Like his clothes and his...
Just in one of the bags.
Okay, and where did those...
We put those in a bin.
Like a dumpster?
No, like a Tupperware bin.
Oh, okay. And where did that go?
In the back of his car.
Okay.
We were going to drive the car somewhere
Mm-hmm.
and leave it, but the car wouldn't start.
Is that why we're searching? Trying to figure it out, right? And then how did we get it to move?
We had to take the car back with the tow truck.
So you called a tow truck? Okay. To come to your apartment?
No, to come to the gas station.
To come to the gas station.
And took the car back, left it on the side, and then we moved the bin to my car.
The bin of...
Trash bags, duct tape, and a night drive. Sarah and her accomplice stopped at gas stations, quietly discarding pieces of the body as if desperately erasing traces.
His items or of him?
Everything.
Okay.
And we started driving and trying to get rid of little things at a time.
Along the road, or is there special spots?
In public dumpsters.
So did you dispose of like his limbs in different spots? Okay. Do you know where those spots are?
We just stopped wherever something looked okay.
Where it seemed like secluded or something like that?
Like, couple gas stations. Mostly just public dumpsters. I really don't know.
Do you recall stopping along okay, so you're driving. Do you drive to a final destination at some point? Where is that at?
It wasn't planned. I kept falling asleep.
Sure. So where do you drive to?
Selena.
Salina, Ohio? Okay. And that's in Mercer County? Do you know that?
I don't know what the county is.
Are you familiar with Salina? Would you travel through that way? Did you recognize it before traveling? Okay. So you get to Salina, and then what happens?
We dumped everything. We dumped the main body.
Okay.
Because I was so tired.
And you dumped it where? Yes.
Some woods.
Some woods. Okay. Had you already dumped some of the rest of the body?
That was all we had left.
Okay.
Just the meat.
Okay. Do you recall where you dumped the other parts of the body? possibly in dumpsters at gas stations? Did you stop at any other woods or creeks or anything? Okay. Did you plug
I'm sorry.
Did you plug this in your phone? Like a GPS type thing?
I just
started driving?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I just know that we started driving.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we wanted to maybe end up in Illinois.
Just a second, you mind?
Yeah.
If they can. Sorry, I'm so hard of hearing and I don't want to be rude and keep telling you to speak louder, so. Cool. Give him a second here. So you were driving. Okay. And got to Salina. And I missed that last part. I'm sorry. You said you were driving in.
We wanted to get to Illinois,
You wanted to get to Illinois
but I couldn't make it that far.
because you were tired. Okay. Why did you want to get to Illinois?
It was far away.
Okay. You just wanted to be away from everything. Okay. Did you,
The journey ends in a remote forest in Salina, Ohio. The body is abandoned in the freezing night, while guilt begins to suffocate every breath of the killer.
when you got to Salina and dumped was that everything that you had that was left? Otherwise you had stopped at dumpsters on the way there?
Just whatever was on the route.
Okay. Where did you go instead of going to Illinois? You said you couldn't make it that far.
We stopped in Salina.
Did you stay somewhere?
Just turned around and started driving back.
Okay, so you returned back to Columbus then? Or did you go to Mom's or anything like that? No. Okay.
We didn't make it that far.
You're exhausted. Yeah. Okay. So where was Corey during this?
No idea.
No idea.
Wherever.
Still at the hotel
I
possibly?
guess so.
Okay. Any communication with him?
I shut off my phone.
Okay.
Why did you shut off your phone?
I was scared.
You get back to Columbus, then what happens?
Corey was waiting for us.
At the apartment? Had you, when you left to go, and made your way to Salina, did you clean up the bathroom before you left? Okay, how did you clean it up?
Vinegar, bleach.
Vinegar and bleach. Was it a mess? I mean, obviously something like that's probably not the cleanest.
Tried not to make a mess because I knew cleaning was going to be
Mhm.
hard.
So it looked clean, at least, right? So when you got back, Corey was there. How did that go?
He was very angry with me for not answering the phone.
So he was trying to reach out to you. Okay. And you didn't know that because your phone was off. Okay, so how did that conversation go when you got back?
I didn't really want to talk to him, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So I just said I was tired and I wanted to go to bed. I didn't want to talk about it.
Did he know something had happened?
I don't think so.
Was there a conversation after you got some rest about what happened?
I told him Ryan just left. And he didn't ask any questions.
Okay. Was there a prior conversation that Ryan had to leave? Like you mentioned earlier that, hey, this was part of a stipulation. Ryan needed a good job. He didn't. So Corey
Back at the apartment, suspicion grows. Rushed attempts to clean with vinegar and bleach could not cover up the truth. Lies began to crack wide open.
told him he had to leave. Was that
That was
true?
correct.
Okay. So he probably just figured he left. Had you at any point told Corey what happened? So he shouldn't
He still
know.
doesn't know. I think he thinks that we were doing some kind of drug deal.
Corey does?
He doesn't know.
Okay. And he had nothing to do with it. He didn't say, hey, I want to go to the hotel for this weekend, take care of Ryan. Nothing like that. So what?
Well, he expected Ryan to be gone.
Because he had that conversation with them. Okay. Sorry.
Why were you so angry at him? What happened that you came up behind him and started choking
He
him?
ruined my life.
Tell me a little bit about that.
I mean, I told you the arguments Corey and I had,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't make him see reason.
Was he coming out of the bathroom from the shower, or
From using the toilet.
what do you remember? Like, was that on Saturday? Was it on Sunday?
I honestly can't remember.
Okay.
But it's the same weekend that Corey was at the hotel. Okay. Did Jen know that this was going to happen? No.
But she was there for me.
Sure. She's your support. You said that. That's what support people do. They're there for you.
I'm worried about what's going to happen to her.
I don't understand that.
We
only
understand,
natural.
and we appreciate you talking to us openly. You know.
I feel like I shouldn't, though. I mean, don't they say you're not supposed to talk about this?
No, that's up to you. It's up to the individual.
You're a smart girl. Okay. We discovered that at the beginning when you told me you have a bachelor's, and did you say you had a master's?
Yeah, just a bachelor's.
It's not just a bachelor's. You should be proud of that.
I just don't know what to do because I thought I had my whole life ahead of me. And I made one mistake.
And that's exactly
and now
it.
it's,
Mistake.
now it's over.
Don't cut yourself short.
I just turned 30 and I feel like that's it.
One step at a time. Okay? 1 foot in front of the other at a time here. Okay? Is there anything else that we haven't asked you that you feel like would be helpful to get off your chest?
Mostly I just have questions about...
The future closed in. Sarah faced charges of evidence tampering, vehicle theft, and abuse of a corpse. All just the beginning of a heavy sentence waiting ahead.
About what happens now?
Well, you're in Indiana. We're from Ohio. There's obviously different laws and legal things that need to be followed, so I can't just bring you back with me to Ohio to get right in court. Okay? So you will be booked into the jail here, and you'll have to go through a hearing to then get transferred over to Ohio.
How long do I have to be here?
As soon as they can get you into that court process. I don't know how quickly they move, but they would basically call and let them know that they've picked you up on a warrant for us, and then they would set that time and you'd go in front of the courts to get that process going. Okay, they don't like to keep you over here any longer than what they want to, because they don't have anything in this. Okay.
So is it going to be like a day, a week?
We'll find out for
Yeah,
you.
we'll try to find out for you. Okay.
And you said I can talk to my family.
They should be able to get you phone calls.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not sure on how their whole process works. Okay, so I'm not gonna try to tell you something that I am not sure on. But those are all things that even when you get over to the jail, even to ask them if you can make a phone call to mom or whomever, you know, and go from there.
Is there any kind of bail, or am I going to have to stay there the whole time?
There's not bail right now, but that's not to say that there won't be bail in the future. Okay? Just not right at the present time. Any other questions?
I'm sure I do.
We'll come back in.
Yeah, we'll
come
give you a
back
few
in.
minutes, okay?
What do I do about a lawyer?
That's up to you if you're wanting to reach out to a lawyer.
Shouldn't I have one?
We don't advise. We don't give legal advice. That's a decision you need to make.
I mean, I've never been in this situation, so
I understand.
I don't really know what to do.
I understand.
Do you have any idea what kind of charge I would be?
Well, right now I just know what your current charges are.
Okay.
Okay. Right now you have tampering with evidence. Okay. And you have grand theft of a motor vehicle. And abuse of a corpse. And gross abuse of a corpse.
Okay.
Okay? That's what is current. I'm not going to blow smoke and say that those couldn't change or things like that, okay? I don't want to feed you a line and then you say, well, she's a liar. I don't want to be that person.
It isn't
okay?
up to us, Sarah.
Yeah.
It's not up to us.
You get one step at a time, okay?
Yep.
I just like to know.
I understand.
Kind of what to.
Sure. Do you have any other questions? This has to have been waiting on you for so long. okay. I appreciate you being honest with us. Because that's the kind of person you are.
Thank you, Sarah.
I hope it doesn't.
We'll give you a few points, okay?
Is there any way I can use the restroom? I didn't get to.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, sorry,
Absolutely. We don't know the layout here, so let me get a hold of one of these guys.
Give us a second here. I'm trying not to make you wait too long.
Still okay? Yeah, stand up, turn around, put your handcuffs, okay?
Am I able to use the restroom again for?
Well, when we get over to the jail, I'll let you use the restroom over there, okay?
Okay.
It's like literally like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Let's turn this way here. I don't want to clamp down too hard on you, but I gotta make sure they're tight. Yeah, hold on a second.
The inevitable verdict. In 2022, Sarah Buzzard was sentenced to life in prison for the brutal murder of Ryan Zimmerman. A tragedy ends, leaving behind haunting echoes. The case has come to a close, but its echoes remain. He will have to face serious charges such as murder, evidence tampering, and other criminal offenses. The sentence awaiting him is not only years behind bars, but also the punishment of conscience, of justice, and of society. This case reminds us that every wrongful act comes with a price, and the truth will always come to light. Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay updated on gripping stories and enjoy exclusive benefits from us in the near future.